This is Aqib from British Boxing News. I'm delighted to be joined by Jamaine Ortiz, one of the best lightweights in the world right now. How are you doing,
How
Jermaine?
are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Jermaine, you fought on September the 15th against Antonio Moran. How did you feel in that fight going into it? Because you had a fight before, but it got cancelled on the Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez undercard. So,
It's good. It was more of a kind of felt just anxious to hurry up getting back in the ring. It's been a long time, and I just wanted to get in there, let that ring rust off, and get in and just show the world that I'm still in the game. I felt a little bit heavier than usual, but I felt all right. At the end of the day, I got the dub. That was the most
mm,
important thing.
yeah, it was a 10-round fight. How did you feel going into it? Because there's a few times you changed to a southpaw stance. Was that because of the fight you were fighting, or is that what you're trying to do nowadays? Is switch stances?
No, I've always been switching stances since I was little, so it's just something that's always been a part of my fighting style. Um, but I finished the whole fight southpaw. I just switched one time in the third round, back and
Mhm.
forth. I got my rhythm. I felt more comfortable as a southpaw, and that's how I finished the fight.
Yeah, that's good. But Jermaine, so you fought Lomachenko a year ago now. Also, another world-class fight in Jamal Hearing. How do you feel like with the inactivity at the moment? How are you trying to keep active after those fights? There's been a few fights where there've been cancellations. So how are you keeping busy at the moment?
I'm trying to keep busy. I want to fight as much as 3 times a year. Las Vegas now, see what I could stir up and try to
Mhm.
get myself a fight for early 2024 and get 3 fights by next year.
Your fight against Lomachenko, that was one time where I was really amazed. I was like, oh, I want to know more about Jamaine Ortiz. I was watching that fight and I thought you really did well. It was a hard decision at the end. How did you feel going into that fight? Because you were sparring partner with Lomachenko, and a lot
Yeah.
believe that you did more to beat Lomachenko than someone like Devin Haney did.
Yeah. Um, Going into the fight, I knew I was gonna win. I was very confident. I was very sure of myself and my skills, my abilities, and I felt good. I felt good going into the fight. In the end of the fight, I felt good, believing that I won the fight.
The only problem is when you fight someone at that level and you do well, other fighters look at that and try to say, "Look, we're going to stay away from him." There's a lot of fighters out there in your division. There's George Kambosos, Frank Martin, there's Shakur Stevenson, who's in the same network as you, top rank. So
Hmm.
how hard has it been to not get those fights in?
It's frustrating. It's
Yeah.
frustrating because I want these fights. So I understand the aspect of business. So that's where I have to kind of step up and, do
Mm.
some talking and just call these fighters out, let them know that I'm here and I want to fight.
I saw a few of your tweets and I was like, yeah, now I know Jamaine Ortiz is trying to get a few fighters, wound up now. So, but
Yeah.
like, for example, there's Gervonta Davis. Shakur's fighting tomorrow. Well, what do you
Yeah.
think about his level of opposition? And are you going to be trying to watch that fight as well?
Yeah, I'll be in attendance, and I think Edwin De Los Santos is gonna surprise a lot of people.
Mhm.
Gonna be a cakewalk. They got another thing think in mind because it's not gonna be easy, and I feel like Edwin De Los Santos is gonna surprise a lot of people as well.
Who else is there in your radar? I know you want Shakur Stevenson. Is there anyone else you're trying to eye up as well?
I love to tell Fimo Lopez. Like if I get a good opportunity with Davis or
Mhm.
Stevenson, if he wins tomorrow's fight, I'll fight at 35. If not, I'll fight Teofimo at 140.
So
I could
depending on
fight
the
Devin Haney. I could fight Devin Haney at 140.
Also, Jermaine, I just want to ask you. I know I understand the business sense of boxing as well, and it's hard to make fights, especially when you're seventh on the IBF or WBC ranking, I think it is, and
Yeah.
12th on the IBF. So you're one of the best lightweights out there. And some people rather face someone who's a bit less risk and a bit more reward. So how could you help yourself become a higher reward? Because right now you're more risk than reward. So how do you
Yeah.
change that?
And I guess like I said, talking some game,
Mm.
making the world of boxing see that be more sellable, right? Game, creating more drama. I love how Triple G always says it. I never understood it when he used to say it. Drama show. Where's the Triple G? I never understood it then, but years later, I got to see it like night and day what he meant by the drama show. So creating more drama,
Hmm.
uh, and people love drama. That's what all the TV loves, and that's what they put on TV. Uh, is anything that's to do with drama. So creating that atmosphere and yeah, continue to be entertaining.
So Jermaine, is there any
Start putting these
news?
guys to sleep.
Is there any news of your upcoming fights? Is there any names out there that are coming up?
No,
Nothing at the moment.
no, nothing. There's no rumors, no nothing of when, where, and where my next fight would be.
Okay, so yeah, that's the only difficult thing at the moment. If you don't have any fighters in line, it's very hard to get into training camp as well. Oh, are you
But I'm
training?
always training, so
You're always
me
training.
not having an opponent
Hmm.
or a date or location doesn't affect my training regimen.
Of course, Stevenson at the moment, you're in the same network, like I said, top rank at ESPN. Why is that fight harder to make compared to the others? Like, why isn't that fight not made? I
It's
thought.
not hard. It's not hard. It's
Mhm.
not hard. He could have easily fought. I was very vocal about fighting him.
Yeah,
Of who was the rankings 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5, 6, and just so happened that Edwin De Los Santos was number 6 and I was number 7.
Hmm.
The opportunity first, and he said yes to it. So I'm happy for Edwin De Los Santos.
So Jermaine, also, I was just going to ask you as well about regarding Gervonta Davis. Is that a name that is you're trying to get as well under your
Yeah,
resume?
yeah. If that opportunity presents itself, most definitely.
And in your division right now, who do you rate the most highly in terms of if you had to fought him, he'd be your hardest opponent, skill wise and ability wise?
It's hard to say because one that looks hard on paper is not
Hmm.
really hard in the ring.
Yeah.
Fights, styles make fights. I don't think Shakur would be a hard fight for me. As
Okay.
much as people might think it may be, it
Mhm.
wouldn't be a hard fight for me. Uh, Davis probably wouldn't be a hard fight for me. It would be one that one would expect to be an easy fight, would
Mhm.
probably be a more difficult fight.
Yes. But do you have any message, like for example, to Shakur or Devin Haney, anyone out there in your division? Do you have a
If
message for them?
Devin Haney knows I've been trying to fight him. Everybody in his team knows what I'll do to him. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to take the fight. Uh, for Stevenson, he got to get past De Los Santos tomorrow, and then
Mhm.
maybe we can talk. But if he does, he knows I'm right here and I'll destroy him. He knows that I'll destroy him. He knows I don't back down from no opportunity. And Davis, baby, I know he's always looking for a dance partner. I need a dance partner. Early 2024, I'm the one.
Okay, and lastly, Jermaine, I just want to ask you, why is it you're in the boxing industry as well yourself? Why is it so hard to make the big fights? Like, for example, Shakur, Devin Haney, Gervonta, Shakur, yourself, Shakur. Why does boxing always have a problem with making these big fights happen? Because what happens, fans just lose interest, and then it affects the sport.
Yeah, they want to try to generate more revenue. I believe that's what it is. Obviously, they want to protect their record as
Hmm.
much as they can. And if they are going to put their record at risk, they want to make sure that they're well compensated.
Yeah. So you think it's the Floyd Mayweather effect? Since
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, these fighters have been trying
At the
to.
end of the day, it's business.
Yeah.
We understand that we gotta this boxing industry, they'll take us, use us, abuse us, and leave us out for dead and naked and with our hands empty at the end of it. So for the most part, guys are trying to be smart and leave this game with something.
Yeah. So, but like, can I just get a last prediction on the fight tomorrow between Shakur and Dos Santos?
Tough fight, tough fight. I'm rooting for my man De Los Santos.
Yeah. Okay. And you shared a few things about Gaza. I just wanted to get your thoughts on what's happening around the world, especially in Palestine. Can I get your thoughts quickly on that as well?
Yeah, I just think it's a sad thing that's going on. I think the whole world can see what's going on right now in Palestine. And it's a shame that the countries that have the ability to stop it are not doing anything about it. So prayers to Palestine. And yeah, we hope a ceasefire soon.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything you want to say to your fans or? Any
Just follow me on the socials, Instagram, Jamaine Ortiz, Twitter, Jamaine Ortiz R. That's where you'll hear me more, be more vocal. And if you guys want to talk to me on X and YouTube me. I got some videos, some nice videos up on YouTube at Jamaine Ortiz. And I appreciate y'all for the wait, and I'll give you a great banger in early 2024.